All right, welcome everyone to another team call where we're the Twist and Miss team now because we not only have our Xanthomist, but we now have Glutamist, and those two products together, there's no other company in the wellness industry that can touch the health benefits that we have to offer people that we choose to share with. And tonight we're going to talk about how we can actually share both the products as well as the business and the opportunity in an even more effective way than we've ever been able to do that before. And that, of course, is with artificial intelligence. And tonight we've got a very special guest who is the founder and creator of Clicked Creations. This is a company that helps grow brands with artificial intelligence. They design websites, branding, social media content, video and photo creating, editing, blog posting, so much more. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to introduce my son, Skyler Butler. And this is something he has been around network marketing his entire life, obviously. But I came to him recently asking him to help me with creating some tools to help us be able to take advantage of this AI technology. And boy, he didn't just help me and refer me and show me some services that were out there, but he actually created an entire suite of services specifically for us, for our company, for our brand. So I'm going to let his video introduce himself a little bit.
Welcome to Clicked Creations. We're all about helping you harness the incredible potential of artificial intelligence to accelerate your business. We use our AI bots to help you write blog posts, create engaging digital content, and craft captivating social media and YouTube scripts. You can create your own AI avatar that can speak with your voice, delivering any message you desire from a script, just like this video. We can also extract the best sound bites on your long videos and calls, turning them into captivating 60-second clips to share with your followers. Need a website? We can create your brand identity with eye-catching logos, colors, and fonts. Create a stunning, user-friendly website to help your brand grow, and do all of this with AI and help 10x your productivity. We stay up to date with the latest tech developments to ensure your product and brand continue to grow. Reach out to Clicked Creations today, share your product and challenges, and let us find the perfect AI solution for you.
All right, what's so exciting to me about that is not actually even my son. That is his AI generated video avatar. He's actually working right now with Dr. Templeman at creating something where Dr. Templeman could literally send a text message to him from China, and he can have it up as a video that we can have as a guest on our call. And we'll be doing that, of course, with leaders that choose to do that and some of the company executives as well. So the services are incredible. He's incredible. And now I'm going to stop sharing my screen and turn the time over and let me introduce you to the real Michael Skyler Butler. He goes by Skyler. So that's why I slipped up on the name earlier. And I'm trying to stop share. There it is. All right, over to you, Skyler Butler. Tell us what you've done for us so far since we pre-launched this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so just to kind of give a little bit of background, yeah, I have family who's been in network marketing, obviously. So I'm familiar with that world. And I've been in sales my whole life. I been in software sales the last few years, and yeah, I know how sales industries struggle. I've was a trainer actually for about at the peak we had about 2,800 people. Built all of their sales tools, and in tech, had to hunt down from knowing nothing about our company to signing, 6 and 7-figure deals. So with our product, so I kind of wanted to take that knowledge and that the ability to use a lot of these tools and provide it at a much lower cost, and help people sell better and find leads better, and be able to automate their workflows better, and kind of and with being obsessed, I'm also obsessed with technology. Anything technology I love. So I if it's out, I know about it, and I probably tested it. And so yeah, out of all the thousands of products out there, I kind of want to share the best products to use and integrate a lot of these sales tools into my website. So that's kind of the gist of it. And I can share my screen real quick for a couple minutes. Are you seeing the screen? Okay, cool. And this is the site. So, um, sorry, I have filler words. You're gonna have to deal with it. This is the site as of right now. There's gonna be changes to it a lot, but essentially right now what I have is two chatbots. So once you log in, you should see your username up here. I do have um, a free plan, and this free plan, I will be doing calls every week, just kind of talking about AI. I will have a blog. I will have training courses. There will be free information for sure. When it comes to customizing chatbots and whatnot, I get charged monthly for the services that I use. So that's what this is for. And I eventually am going to integrate in fact, it's right now costing me about $1,200 to have all these tools, and I'm going to parcel it out to you guys at a very, very minimal cost. So that's what these advanced and pro plans are for. And right now, I do have something just for you guys, and I'm still building it out. But essentially, if you refer somebody, I'll give you a month for free. You also get a month for free when you sign up. So refer one person, you get to try out all these tools for 2 months. Essentially, but yeah, let's kind of show you the tools. I'm going to be adding more chatbots and the ability to integrate images as well. So if you want to create an image from scratch, say, uh, mangosteen superhero, it'll create a mangosteen superhero image. Right now, I'm building these on Zapier because I eventually want to integrate Zapier workflows into my website and into to help you guys out. If you guys don't know what Zapier workflows are, essentially it's just a company that connects apps. So when somebody signs up for your newsletter, they can also it'll automatically send them a welcome email. It'll put them on your Excel file for to keep a database of people of customers. It'll it automates things, so it'll be nice to be able to essentially write a social media post, and with a click of a button, it posts on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social medias you have. But this is essentially the chatbot, and uh, and it'll help you. It has been trained on mangosteen information, xanthones. Um, um, it'll be able to pull medical documents, medical paperwork if you want to get references. But just to give an example, let's say you wanted to make a social media post on this. Um, uh, I'm just going to show you how easy this is and how kind of dumb you can play with it, and it'll still understand. So I'm actually just going to highlight this entire page. It looks like it's not picking these up, but that's fine. It'll pick up all of this. And so let's say I wanted to post a social media post on all this. I can just go in there and say, write a Facebook post about this information. Oop. And I just pasted it in there. It pasted all this random information, but because it's a chatbot, it's an LLM model chatbot, it understands what these words mean, what I want, and it takes it and it automatically creates a Facebook post. So exciting news, Glutamist is here to revolutionize the way you age. Has the pre-launch shipping dates, coming soon to the UK. This is what it is, ingredients, pricing, why Glutamist, has emoticons, benefits. It automatically wrote all of this, hashtagged it out for you. And so essentially this tool is to help you post social media post. I kind of use this for a lot of things. If even if I want to post, in fact, um, um, I'm just going to show you what I just did with at any rate, yeah, you can use this for any type of social media post. Can you make it shorter? Light-hearted, add a joke, add jokes. So you can kind of prompt it, tell it what you want it to do, and it'll just give you this, and you can copy the social media post and say, change this about it, change that about it, paste that into a Word document, edit it yourself. But it's just a way for you to easily create social media posts without needing to come up with all of this verbiage. I also use it to copy and paste emails and just regular social media posts, and I just say, make this sound better, make this sound more professional, make this sound make people want to click this link more or whatever, and it'll reformat it for you. This also has been trained in SEO as well, so that information I actually do update about once a month because keywords do change, and this doesn't actually look at live keywords with Google because Google won't let you. But yeah, so it's trained on on quite a few things to actually give you really good information. You can do the same thing with blog creators as well. If you have a blog, if you don't have a website, by the way, on your own, I strongly recommend doing that. They're not that hard to make nowadays. And then start creating blogs because that's what Google uses essentially to rank you up. So when people type in glutamist or Zango or xanthones or whatever mangosteen or CTFO, the higher ranked, the more Google likes you, the higher ranked you get, and Google likes you by creating blogs. Or news articles, right? If you type in what's the top 10 best whatever, the first couple of pages, every single link you see is a blog post. So you want to be ranked up there. So you can also do the same thing. I'm just going to paste that whole thing in there like I did last time. Whoops. Copy all of this. And I can say, write 1,000+ word blog talking about this. Misspelling words are okay. It still understands you. Whoops. Copy, paste. And now it's going to write a 1,000-page blog. This also can write stories and books. I was messing with it to write stories. I asked it to write headlines and outlines for 13 chapters, and kind of dialed it in, which is kind of fun. But yeah, there's your 1,000-page or your 1,000-word plus blog post. Now, something that to be careful of is to never use AI as a copy and paste. Use it as something that gets you 80% of the way, 90% of the way there. And then, tweak and edit, essentially. A lot of this verbiage and how it's presented, eventually Google is going to be smart enough to catch these AI posts. And if all you do is post nothing but AI and you don't put any effort into it whatsoever, Google's going to notice that. So use these AI tools as something to get you like 80%, 90% the way there, and then optimize it how you will. So tweak verbiage here and there. But yeah, I will have an image creator soon as well, where you can literally type in, create me a whatever image, and it'll create that image for you. And that way your posts will get a little bit more of attention. But again, I'm trying to integrate with this with Zapier. So when you post this, you'll be able to post it to all your social medias with the click of a button. And yeah, so I have two. So I have two of these working, the social media post and the blog creator. I'm going to be adding at least one a week for the next few weeks. There'll be 5 here by the end of the month, and then there'll be more tools added along the way. The next thing after these tools are added, I mean, there's going to be a lot more down the line, but the next thing I'm also launching are leads. And I have a program that essentially scrapes the web. I have to do some, tinkering with it, but I can pull up whoever your ideal customer is, right? Health and wellness fanatics. Go to Facebook groups, LinkedIn, groups, hashtags, search the internet and find people that are interested in those sort of things. Download a list of hundreds of thousands or thousands, of names, and then set up email campaigns to reach out to those people to see if they're interested about learning more about your product or whatever the case. So uh, that is something that I know I have a talent for. The last company I worked for, actually, the 3 quarters in a row, I was number one in the company when it came to outreach and getting people to respond on email campaigns, as well as cold calling, setting up cold calling demos and whatnot. But at any rate, I want to take that and help and kind of show you what I did with other products and integrate that into how we can help you guys sell Xanthomist and Glutamist and all of your other products. So yeah, 3 more chatbots will be here by the end of the month to do other things to help you out with your marketing. And then I will be selling leads next within the next week or two. There'll be leads here for sale. And I'm also going to be teaching you how to use the program I pull leads from. So that way, if you don't want to pay for the leads, I can show you the program that I use and how to use it, and you can pull leads yourself. So it's not that hard. But yeah, all the tools I give, I essentially want to make it really cheap and really easy for you guys to take advantage of all this stuff. But all this stuff and integration does cost money on the back end. Yeah, I'm doing what I can, but yeah, as of right now, anyone you refer, you get a free month. You get a free month for signing up as well. And anyone who's already signed up, anyone who signs up, I guess, by the end of midnight tonight, I'm going to give a free badge to, which essentially allows I'll let you get a bunch more free stuff. I'll give free months away. I'll make it really easy and fun and beneficial for you guys. So, but yeah, I guess that's kind of it. You can I don't know if we want to do questions or you just want to take over, but yeah.
Yeah, I think some questions would be really great. I'm sure there's a lot of questions out there, and a lot of people that are on this call are people that asked me specifically about the leads, because there's some really good lead workers. Actually, there's some people that have built $1 million businesses on this call from working leads. So tell us a little bit more about that. You talk about scraping leads and stuff. Tell us a little bit more about how you do that, and then what kind of leads you're going to be able to offer if you scrape them and do all the work yourself. And then also, what about the calls? You're going to start doing weekly calls specific for Clicked Creations, not on our team calls. I mean, you'll be a guest on our team calls sometimes, but you're going to specifically be doing calls to teach people how to use these AI tools, how to scrape leads, and all of those things. So tell us a little bit more about those calls and when they're going to be starting and what we think the content of those are going to be.
Yeah, I have it set up for Tuesdays at I think it's at 7 p.m. Let's see. I'm not sure if I actually oh yeah, I didn't put it on this for this one, but I think I have it at 7 p.m. On Tuesday night, so tomorrow, and it'll just be for anyone who's a member of Click Creations. I also have a YouTube following as well, with a lot of people asking about AI stuff. A lot of them are salespeople as well, and I have a crypto community and whatnot. So yeah, that'll be Tuesday for now at nights. Although I may change that. I used to do streams every morning on the weekend, so I might switch to that. But all of that information will be here. But yeah, as of now, it's Tuesday nights. As for the leads, essentially there's a few programs out there that scrape data off the internet. So that could be done many, many, many different ways. Essentially, the easiest way, I guess, to explain it would be I would need to find who the ideal customer is, the person that would say yes to your product more than anybody else, and then find out where those people hang out, and then go to those places, start scraping emails and Facebook accounts, and then start sending them email campaigns. And so yeah, I don't know, I was talking to Tom carrier the other day, and I was like, well, maybe if I were to start this company, I would think that health stores locally, it would be nice to get them to start selling the product, because then you get someone local and they have a health store that they're, and so obviously they're interested. And so maybe I can find all, and so I actually looked in the valley where I live, and there's like 700 health stores, 30-ish% of them were locally owned. So a couple hundred leads right there. And then I could send an email campaign out there just saying, hey, have you ever heard of this product? What do you think about Xanthones? I have found that talking about sales, people do not like that on emails. So I normally don't even bring up money, don't bring up product. I ask them questions about their expertise, and then I kind of start from there. But obviously, you guys, everyone does their email campaigns differently. But that's kind of how I would scrape leads. Is I have a program that can go to sites, and if you can go to Facebook, everyone's Facebook account looks the same. So where everybody has their phone number listed, where everybody has their email listed, it's the same on everyone's page. And so I'm able to essentially go to the back end, find out where that section is of everybody's phone number, everybody's name, everybody's email, scrape all of that information, throw it into Excel file, and show this is local health store list. And then I'll scrape another one of people that are in Facebook groups that, mangosteen, the Garcinia mangostina has a anti-cancer fighting properties. Obviously, I know you guys got to be careful with that sort of stuff, but yeah, I'd go to those pages and I'd link them the actual articles of PubMed talking about anti-fighting cancer agents or something. I don't know. So that's how the web scraping tool works, though. And so yeah, I would need to find out who that ideal customer is, and then start scraping. And then start finding out where they hang out, where they, and there's just a lot of social medias out there, a lot of Facebook groups, a lot of Reddit, and then scrape, and then do email campaigns, and eventually find your ideal candidate or whatnot. So, but yeah, that's kind of how that works. I don't know what I'm going to be charging them for, because I was trying to pull lists for me specifically, and it took me maybe 4 or 5 hours to pull about 800 names or something. So I guess I would have to calculate the type of lead, and I'm not really sure, but it'll be very cheap. And I'll make sure that you can buy those leads with points for doing basic stuff on the website, so people can earn free leads as well. So all of this is kind of in launch phase and beginning. So I'm going to be very lenient and help people out. The goal is to help you guys out. So I really just want to make sure everyone, so yeah, if I give you 100 leads and all of them were bad, I'll give you 100 free ones just to help out. So but yeah, so I don't really know how to answer that, but hopefully that helps.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And what I want to do is conclude part of this training so I can end the recording, and then answer all these questions that are in there, because I want to be able to have a shorter, cleaner recording up for the website. So I'd like for you to give us any final thoughts or comments, or show us anything that you want to show us before we get to the Q&A. And then the Q&A, we can go on until all the questions are answered.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. On that website, when you go there, I think a lot of it's kind of hard to offer a product, because AI can do so much, and it's so specific to everyone's individual use case. So everyone lives lives differently. They have different things they do, they prospect differently, they think differently. So when you go to that site and all is you want to incorporate AI, just throw that in there. Hey, I want to incorporate AI into my life. I don't know how. And then essentially we'll just have a little conversation of what you do, and what's your company, what programs you like to use, and then I'll kind of give a bunch of ideas on how AI can help. But yeah, AI is it's not a fad. It's actually a discovery where language is easier to predict. Everyone knows about, you get that Facebook ad and it's like, oh, they've been tracking my purchases and they know the stuff I like to buy. They have found that learning how to predict people's language is infinitely easier. I don't, that's the wrong word, but and so this AI stuff isn't a fad. It's not a 90s.com. It's not a a crypto phase or something like that. It's something that is changing the way the world works and very, very quickly. And so, yeah, I can help anybody take advantage of this stuff in the very beginning, and that's kind of what I'm here for. So, yeah, let's make your lives a lot easier and have AI do most of the work for you.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And we're going to conclude this part of the webinar, and then we're going to open up. So there's a lot of questions in the chat already that you can address. And another question that we had was the image where you can ask your chatbot to create you an image. Is that one when will that one be up?
It will be up within the next couple of weeks. I'm still trying to decide on which programs I'm trying to integrate with chatbots. There's a lot of plugins and APIs on the back end, and some of the stuff, like there's something I'm trying to do that didn't exist 8 days ago when it comes to a lot of this image generation stuff. So it's stuff that the paperwork just got written. There's no tutorials, there's no YouTube stuff, and I just got to figure it out. Now I have hired a developer. They're actually helping me build that back end, and so that's what he's working on right now is the OpenAI GPT image generation plugin. So hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks we'll have that going, if not much sooner.
Great. And talk to us about creating a website for somebody. So somebody wants their own website. What would that look like? They would just provide some basic information, images, what they want it to focus on, product or business. You would help them create that. I think we talked about like a minimal help or doing all the work yourself, different costs, of course, for that, but tell us a little bit more about getting your own site.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, if you don't have your own website, you're kind of hurting unless you're thinking of not building a long-term brand. If something you only want to be doing for 6 months or a year or something, then the website's kind of irrelevant. But if you do want to build a brand, and the easiest way to build a brand is your name, you are your own brand, right? Is to create a website that Google can find. So for those of you who are unaware, even though there's all sorts of different marketing out there. A lot of people love social media. They love influencer marketing, whatnot. But when it comes down to it, 80% of all the marketing spent on Google through Google were through actual ad spend through Google.com. So even the people, out of all the marketing budget spent, I mean, the majority of it was spent on Google ads. So Google is still reigns supreme when it comes to when you want to find a company or information or whatever, you don't go to Facebook, you don't go to YouTube, you go to Google and say, I want to learn about this, or I want to find this or whatever. So Google will not, if you have a facebook.com/groups/whatever, Google isn't going to find that group as a leading source of information. They're going to find an actual website out there that has a lot of that information on it as a more reputable source. So essentially, if you want people to type in, glutamist or how to buy glutamist, and you want your name to pop up anywhere, on the first page, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to have to brand yourself and have your own website of some sort. Now, people do spend a lot of money and then they push it towards their Facebook group or Instagram, and then that can pop up. But you're essentially promoting Instagram, you're promoting Facebook. Nobody remembers facebook.com/group/glutamist/ or whatever the thing is. So yeah, there's a couple of different ways. Obviously, everyone can just go on, a Squarespace or Wix or something like that and just build a website themselves. But there's a lot of back end to it, like the title and what the headline is right underneath there, and the headliner too, and what those say, because that's what Google is going to find your website for. So there's a lot of SEO stuff that on the back end that's way more important than what the website looks like, and color schemes and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that takes time. And so for that, currently I have just $1,000 one-time cost. I'll build the site, 5 pages, and then it'll be a monthly fee of, right now I have it at 150. But I also incur the monthly expenses when it comes to the site, the hosting, the space, all that sort of stuff as well, which is about $60 or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I have going right now. And I'll help you start your site. The hope, or what I would like to do, is kind of show you the basics of how to use Wix or whatever, so then you'll know how to edit it in the future if you'd like, or I can just continually keep hosting it and making sure it's SEO friendly and compatible and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I would say let's have a conversation, because I can do a landing page and without 5 pages, make it really simple, and it just there's a couple of different things we can do, but if you don't care about SEO, you just want something up, super quick, I do it for 500, so it just depends. But I'd say, yeah, let's reach out to me and we can have a conversation what your needs are, and then we can kind of go from there.
Well, I love what you just said about trying to build a brand. Is we are thinking about this long term. I mean, we're trying to build a residual income that'll last for generations and generations to come. Not just the rest of my life, but a business that'll still be there that I can pass on to my kids and to my kids' kids, and there can just be income continuing. That's one of the wonderful things about leveraging yourself through network marketing. When you've got a company that's long term, as long as the commissions are coming in, they're going to somebody. So I like what you said about, if you're just planning on doing this for 6 months or a year. I don't think any of us have ever thought about that. But yet some people will be gone in 6 months or a year. And what's the difference between the people who stick is figuring out some of the secret sauce to being more effective and to be able to create more sales and to create more duplication. And these AI tools are going to do that. So the website, if you're not ready for that yet, that's just something that's going to be an offer for you. The other thing that I really love is we've actually got Dr. Fred Templeman is on. I see him because he's very interested in AI, and he's actually the one that told me about it to begin with. I never heard of a deep fake before March when Doc and I went to Texas. I think it was March or April. And he was telling me about some of the stuff that was, out there. And then I went to my son, and here we are with some tools that have been created. But we know where we're going, and it's happening very, very quickly. So tell us a little bit about these video avatars and what's going to be possible with that, as well as how we can take these longer videos like tonight's call. No one's going to want to sit and listen to 30 minutes or an hour if they could get the bullet points. And I was really excited about you doing that, where you ended up with 10 short clips with just the highlights. So tell us a little bit more about that and how we can create some of these team call information, provide concise information to more people.
Yeah, so the call, so yeah, there's a lot of really cool AI tools out there. One of them is the ability to take a call like this, and they'll be able to essentially take the most engagement sections of that video that had the most information. They do that with a bunch of different factors, and then they essentially will put it into multiple 60-second shorts. So again, for those of you who don't know, who try to who make videos, right now shorts is king. 60-second videos filmed in vertical filming instead of your regular horizontal filming that most people have on YouTube. That is king, and that's what YouTube is pushing more than anything else. So it's actually, a lot of people like to make, for those of you who don't know, the thing for the last many years has been 9 to 10 minutes has been the minutes that you want on YouTube. Now it's 60-second shorts. They're trying to take over TikTok. So the cool thing is you do an hour video and it'll give you little 60-second shorts. It can give you 10 in 1 hour. And then you can post those on your YouTube channel or your TikTok or Instagram or whatever, Facebook. You can do them all four. And so the cool thing about that is you do 1 hour call a week, and you have a 60-second short for every single day of the week, and you're posting on social media every single day, which all the social medias love. If you post every day, they start cranking you up on the viewership of recommended pages and stuff like that. Yeah. And then the avatar one, there's a bunch of different ways that you can do avatars. I mean, I can help people create a fairly cheap one, or I can help them create a really good one. But yeah, it does take some tweaking. It does take some messing around with, and some learning and knowledge, and definitely money as well. Essentially all this AI stuff is being run with graphic processors. I did a 30-second video and I used my two 1090 Ti's. If you guys don't know what that is, that's fine. Essentially, it was $4,000 worth of graphic cards, and it took a 30-second video. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes on my really expensive graphic cards. So in order to run any of this stuff, it costs tons of money of servers and whatnot. And nobody does everything. So if you want all this stuff, you have a voice AI, a 3D AI, taking your long form content and putting it into short form AI, and yeah. So my website as well, I'm going to be showing you what all of these AI tools are as well. And so I'll be saying, like, look, if you want me to do it, I will do it for a price, or I will show you the tool that I use, and you can learn it yourself. And so, yeah, there's a few different companies out there. There's a few different ways that you can go about doing it. I'm actually currently creating an animated 3D environment with a 3D avatar. When I do my live streams, I'll just be like a Pixar little character or something like that. So there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do. So and I'll be slowly incorporating the best tools and the best, this and that's into my site and sharing them with you as well. So
awesome. One other thing I'm going to have you address, and then I'm going to have you, I'm sure you've been reading through the chat. There's a bunch of questions, so you can kind of just go through them and answer them. But what I really loved is you're going to have a free version of this that'll be free. And the free is information. The free is you explaining what tools are and what your top recommendations are for OpenAI chatbots and whatnot. So you're not just providing tools that you're going to take a lot of the work away from people so that they can be more productive in sharing this with their business, but you're also going to be teaching them basically how to do what you do for free. I love that you're teaching for free. So I just want you to tell everybody a little bit more about what you're going to be teaching people, and then I'll let you go through the chat and answer some of the questions.
Yeah, so I compiled a list the other day of oh my gosh, you guys don't see my screen, but I compiled a list the other day, and there's like 60 AIs that I use. It got so bad that I literally had to cancel my credit card and my PayPal account and said nothing be charged. I need to refresh numbers because there's too much stuff being charged. I don't know what it was. But yeah, there's a ton of really cool tools out there. And so I just want to show off those tools. And they all do, different things. So yeah, I want, my kind of goal is at least once a week to go over a new tool, a new program, kind of show and I'll throw it on my YouTube channel as well, and just show what the program is, what it can do, any costs associated with it, and then I'll also be adding, even quicker than that, I'll be adding a library of my favorite AI products in the Click Creation website as well. So I'll have a directory of my favorite AI tools and what I would consider the best AI tools out there as well. Um, so so yeah, I definitely love teaching people how to do all this themselves. But I do understand that a lot of this is it's kind of hard. I'm in this world every single day. And so all I do is this. All I talk to are people that know about this. And so I assume everybody knows all of this stuff. So I need to understand that a lot of people don't. And so and I see a lot of people paying a lot of money for tools, or there's a Reddit actually that I go on a lot, called a Photoshop request. And it's people that throw photos up and they're like, hey, 10-20 bucks to edit this photo or whatever. And I'm like, well, I probably paid $80 for 3 different apps that will do, and I can do every single thing that's pretty much requested with these 3 programs. And so $80 can essentially, I could make hundreds of, one day I think I made like $300 just editing photos and stuff. But I'm like, well, you can download this app, pay $15, and you can do as many photos as you want, or whatever. So yeah, I just want to show people what those products are, show people, and then if you guys want to take the time to learn, to do tutorial videos, to, whatever you can, or if you guys don't have the time and your time is more valuable, then I will do it for a cost as well. So yeah.
All right, love all that. There was one question there that I'm going to take, and that is putting our products into retail stores. No, health food stores that are a retail chain, like a GNC or something, we can't put them there. But all the mom and pop health food stores, we can. It's just like if there's an owner of the store that's there and it's not a retail chain, we can. The same thing with gyms and health clubs and chiropractors' offices and all kinds of places where we can put products. So I feel like that's something that we're going to have to learn. I do think that product focused, getting those customers and stuff, is a great place to start, especially with this new product that's just absolutely amazing and has a wow story to it and it's new. And then I do also think that we want to do those business leads and look for people who are looking to make some money by having a side hustle, working from home, whatever all the new terminology is, which you would know a lot better than me. There's other questions in here about the site and whatnot, signing up. Should they be getting an email? I mean, how is it now when we get signed up? How do they know what they're connected to? And where should they go for information on their account?
Oh yeah, I saw Eileen Cohen posted that. Yeah, I guess I didn't have an automation set up for the welcome email. I'll change that, but I did see you back there. I did see you sign up, Sandy, but I'll make sure to add an automation email for when you guys sign up. And I guess if you, let's see, let me share my screen again. Share. And then once you log in, by the way, if you do refer anybody, make sure they sign up with the link. Once you log in, you should see a refer a friends. Use that link to get your $30 discount. So, by the way, if you refer 12 people, essentially that gives you a free year. For every person you refer, you get a free month. Is kind of the way I have it set up right now. But yeah, once you sign up, you'll see this little bar up here, and you should be able to access all of these. And then yeah, you can go to your profile, you can go to your my subscriptions to show what you're subscribed to. Any programs. I gave everybody this free AI training, just to show you guys as well what can be done with AI. This was one of those things where I had AI do about 80% of the work when it came to the script writing. And these videos, I don't know if you can hear that. but these videos are also created by AI as well. So now I tweaked them and edited the scripting and a little bit here and there, but yeah, as you go through this program, just know that you can create something like this with AI, and I can show you how to do that as well. So yeah.
Awesome, good stuff. And my question is on your Tuesday night call, we have a Tuesday night company opportunity call that we do at that exact same time. So is this specific for CTFO? Because if it is, I'd like to change it to 7:30 or to Wednesday nights, which are open Wednesday night Spanish call night with CTFO. So that would work. But if this is obviously for everyone, then I wouldn't ask you to change it just for us.
I'm willing to change the time to whatever. I think Sunday or Saturday mornings at like 10 a.m. or something, or 9 a.m. or something is what I did for like a year or so on my YouTube channel. And so I may go back to something like that. But I don't really care about the time. So I'm kind
Okay,
of open
great.
to whatever. And for those who asked, by the way, channel, I'll put it in there. I'm changing my name from youtube.com/Skystrip Crypto to something more generic because I want to talk about more than digital assets like digital AI stuff. So anyways, but that's my channel for now. But that URL is going to change here very soon to something more generic like Skystrip or something. But yeah.
All right, awesome. I'm not sure if we got all the questions answered. I think so. And yeah, more to come. So as soon as you have that locked down with the time, if anybody wants to vote, Saturday mornings, we do Super Saturday training and stuff, but they're periodic and a lot of times they're later. So I think a 10 a.m. call would probably be a really good time for everybody. CTFO does a Super Saturday. It's only once a month though, and I think they start at 11 if I remember correctly. I think it's 10 a.m. Pacific, so I think 10 a.m. Mountain Time would be perfect.
Yeah, I can do that 10 a.m. Mountain Time on Saturdays.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Bill confirmed 10 a.m. Pacific. That's the CTFO, it's only once a month. So if we did 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific, I think that would work for everybody. But it'll be on your site, right? So right where you looked at the training, you just showed it. Yeah, 10 a.m. Mountain Time is great. I think it's a really great time.
Cool. By the way, I had those chatbots free to everybody, and I just marked them down to the paid subscribers now. So if you were on like the Journey plan or whatever, and you switch over to the free one, again, it won't charge you for a month, but you'll have access to those bots. So a lot of the permissions are being changed in the back. So
Awesome. All right. Well, I think that was good. I think everyone's excited. And I'm really excited because, like I said, Doc and he's telling me about the stuff that he was telling me about science fiction. You know, sometimes you watch a science fiction movie and they're showing you what the world's going to look like in the future. I felt like that's what was happening, only the future was now. And I'm really grateful that you're with us and that you can help us navigate these waters and that we can. AI is like, there's just so many tools and so many things coming out there, but there is nobody that's putting it all together in one place specifically to help us with our product, our brand, our company, and our team. So thank you for that. So excited to be working with you. And we're going to do a lot of great things and help a lot of people. Thank you, hon. Bye, everyone.